Hello, loves, and welcome to the Festive Friday Holiday Decorating Team collaboration with our host, my YouTube sister, Cathryn from Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. She's at it again, my friends. The team will be bringing you 7 days of holiday DIYs and decorating, full of ideas and inspiration. So sit back and relax and enjoy 8 of my talented sisters to help you with your holiday preparation. Okay, everyone, to get started on this wreath, we will be using the same elements that I use in my fall decor. If you have not seen any of my fall videos, I will link it in the iCard above. And this just makes it easier for me to transition from my fall Thanksgiving decor to my winter Christmas decor pretty easily using the same base elements. And these are the lamb's ears, the mint colored pine branches, the darker pine picks, and these gorgeous florals here. These are some of the things that I will be using, and then we'll be bringing in the Harlequin ribbon and some more items that we will be going in the attic and my Christmas shop to grab some more things that would make this more of a Christmas wreath. So let's get started. Okay, guys, we are in the attic on the side of my Christmas shop, I call it. It's just basically a lot of shelves and counters where I work on some of my Christmas items in October. And these are my little shop, my little store that I will be picking from during my decorating for this year. All of these bins and baskets and stuff will be filled full of this stuff up here. These are just things that I grabbed from my bins. If you haven't seen my Christmas storage area or shop, I will link that in the iCard above so you can check that out. They look like frosted picks, and we're going to take a few of those and put them in our basket. Berries here, I thought they were pretty nice. We'll see how that works. These are some cute little picks. I think I purchased these from Dollar Tree about a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if I want to put these on there or not. I have to wing it and see. So I may take a couple of branches of those. Okay, so we have our little bin all stacked up here full of the things, of the accessories we're going to use to make our wreath more Christmassy. So let's head back downstairs and then we'll get started. Okay, so here are the things that we are starting with. I pick up a few more things up to as I see that I might decorate with, and that's these snowflakes. I have some medium ones and some small ones and a few more picks. So we will incorporate those and find out if I need them or not. Those things that you've seen up there in the attic on that counter that I pulled for this year's Christmas decorating, those are just some of the things. They're just the base. We have not gotten to the theme of ornaments or things that I made DIY. We're going to start with our wreath, and we're going to do a half moon design. And basically what that means is that we're going to decorate half of the side of the wreath with a nice big bow. And we're going to use these base items as a swag to do that. So let's get started. So the first thing I do when I'm working with a grapevine wreath is try to pick out the best side. The more imperfections that's covered, the better. So I'll clip off some of the wild wood sticks that's sticking out everywhere from wear and tear. So I clip those out. So then I would take some picks. Now I'm start with this lamb's ears, and then I will layer it the branches of pine and the mint pine together just to see what's the best way to layer these, and then we'll see what the outcome is. So as you can see, I've got the first swag going in one direction. Now we're going to work on the other direction, the bottom part of the wreath, so it can be nice and pretty along the bottom part. And then I will just kind of fill that in with other branches and work with it until I get it just right. And I will continue to play with it, moving branches and adding branches as I go. Now we're going to take some of this wire and we're going to cut it just enough to go around the wreath, and we're going to tie down the branches and make sure they don't move. We're going to tie them tightly. This wreath is going to go outside the entrance door, I think, the front door. So we want everything nice and tight so it won't come loose because of the weather. going through it, clipping off the excess wire. Make sure I get all of them. And now we're working toward the area where the bow would be. So I want to place some more branches there. It's still a little bit too empty for me. And we're going to fill it in as we go through. I'd like for my wreath to be covered as much as possible, even along the sides of the wreath. So when you put the wreath up, you won't see too much of the vine branch because it'll be covered just right. So I like to work inside the wreath and on the outside wreath. So we will continue adding branches toward the center here, but not too much because the bow will be going here, but just enough that it fills in that empty space. Now we're getting toward the end. I'm almost done with this. So I'm placing some more lamb's ears in the spaces that I think it should be. Ears a little bit more color or more texture. So I'm just playing around with it for placement and filling in the holes. Okay, so I'm thinking I have the base in. I'll still tweak it here and there once I have everything like I want. So we're going to put the bow here before we start putting my Christmas decorations on here to see how that lay. But I made a space right here, made sure that nothing covered that so the bow would hang here nicely. And I may intertwine it in between the branches, not sure yet. But I think that the base came out nicely. What do you guys think? So we start out with a gray base. Now we're going to start with the bow and then we'll continue with the Christmas decoration. So here's a tip for you guys. I have tried to recycle everything, even my ribbon. So when I use it from the previous year, I make sure before I wrap it up is to iron it flat so it can still look new. And then I wrap it back around the spool that it came in. So I like to look for the correct length so I don't have to cut my longest length too much. And this one is one of the longest ones. So I just keep unraveling it until I get to a right size. And this is promising. So we will hold that to the side. Okay, this is another semi-long one here. So we will hold that to the side. All right, so this one is nice. So we'll use these two, one for the tail, maybe two for the tail, maybe. And then we'll use the rest for the actual bow. Okay, so before we tackle the ribbon, I'm out of order here. We're gonna do these flowers. I forgot about my flowers, guys. Can't have that. Okay, so we are going to place some of these flowers in here, right toward where the bow would be. The flowers is not next, it's the bow. It's all about fun, right? Okay, starting again with the ribbon. So this is the shortest of the ribbon. We're going to make this our tails, but we're going to use our nice contrasting shiny ribbon to go with our tails here. So let's see if this is a long one. No. Okay, so this one looks like it has not been cut. So we're going to cut this. Now I like this neck ribbon because you can see right through it. It's so pretty. But when you put it against in the other ribbon, you can still see the pattern ribbon up under it. So that's why I decided to use this. And normally I tie it around, but I'm trying to save most of the ribbon that I have because this is ribbon that I've used before. And I don't want to cut it any more than I have to. Now this is going to be our front door wreath here for the entrance. So we don't want these too long unless I fasten them down, so they'll be flapping all over the place in the wind. Alright, so now we're going to put this back on time lapse and then we'll make our bow. So most of you see me make these bows before, but if you'd like to know how to make a bow, I will link that in the iCard above. I have a video for that. So since this is a pattern bow, I will make a loop and then I will twist the end to make sure that the pattern always show in the front. So I will loop and then twist and then loop and then twist until I have a nice bow. For some of the Christmas sparkly stuff to go in here. So we have our ribbon. We have some of the sparkly ribbon in here. We may apply more. But right now I'm going to put these ice branches in here. And we're going to just systematically paste them, put them in the wreath just to show some sparkle. I'm not going to do them throughout the wreath. I'm just going to keep them close to the flowers that I have to the ribbon. And this flowers group right here. So I'm just keeping them close to the flowers. When I'm working with a wreath, I like to concentrate on the inside as well as the outside because you can see it, and I want it to be just as pretty as the front part where you can actually see the front of the wreath. But I like for the sides to be just as pretty. So I like to work things inside the curve of the wreath and outside the curve of the wreath. So right now we're just moving the bow out the way so I can see what I'm doing. And now since we have the sparkle on the outside, and now we're going to work on the inside. I have these beautiful berry picks here with the gorgeous metallic leaves. I thought it would be a great addition. These beautiful things, I don't know. Okay, so I'm putting the last bit of these little metallic leaves in here. I'm going to have to hot glue them in, but right now I'm just looking to see how it looks before I hot glue that little bit in. So we have about 3 of them down here and some up here, and we put the little springy vines in the center of the bow, so it looks something like a flower. So I'm thinking I am done, everyone. We will touch this up a little bit and then I will come back with the finished product. I thank you, my sister, for another Fab collab and inviting me for 7 days of Friday holiday fun. Don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box below for more holiday ideas and inspiration from some talented YouTube sisters. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like what you see, click the subscribe button and the bell for more DIYs, organization, planning, and holiday inspiration. For all of my lovettes, thank you for your love and support. You are always in my heart. See you on the next one. Smooches!